you've done what you can to help them, and that's what's rewarding about it.
To feel good that you know you helped somebody get them to that hospital, because a lot of times we're the lifeline between them and getting care.
If you're in this field, you want to help people.
My name is Rhiannon. This is Danny. We're going to be taking care of you today, okay?
EMT Basic provides basic care. We do pretty much anything other than starting IVs, give pain medicines. Most of your calls are for EMT Basic calls.
Well, that comes from your skills and knowing what's got to be done.
We have to start out with the CPR first and then do your EMT classes, which was about 4 months. It was 2 nights a week, probably 3 hours each day. You do your studying and then you take the practical test. That took about probably 5 hours.
It only lasts for, I believe, 4 years. And before that 4 years' time is up, you have to pretty much take the class again at intervals with different topics and subjects that you will have to turn in.
I encourage all EMTs to strive to be the best you can be. You know, if it means going to the intermediate level or the top level, which is paramedic, then do that. Well, I think it all falls back to the level of care. Okay, what level of care do you want to provide? I know typically those that get into EMS and they get their EMT, they're real excited about it. They're real excited about going out and helping citizens and helping people, you know, in their time of need, you know, during their emergencies. And eventually, a lot of these EMTs, they crave for more. They want to be able to do more. Okay, they may run with ALS providers, with an intermediate or a paramedic, and they see what they do, and they may say, well, I want to do that. You know, I want to be able to start IVs and stick tubes down people's throats and needles in people's chests and things like that.
An EMT Enhanced. So it's pretty much a basic. You just add starting IVs, add some more drugs.
I'm trained to be an Enhanced, which is a step above basic. There's a whole lot of times that we're out here late, you know, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning running calls. Then you run across a cardiac patient. You know, the nurse, when you get to the hospital, they're going to want IVs. So if you can start an IV in the field en route to the hospital, that saves time. And time, when you're having a heart attack, is life.
Bedford Squad to 118 Alpha response, female patient, decreased level of consciousness, also shaking, confused. Medic 121, medic 1-2,
I mean, you can clear up for one call, and you know, dispatch will be waiting to send you on another call, so you can be continuously running, seeing different people, going to different emergencies. So mentally you have to be ready for what you might experience, because it can change from moment to moment to moment. I mean, I can respond to a you know, an elderly gentleman or female having a heart attack, clear up from that call and respond to deliver a baby, clear up from that call and respond to a bad car wreck.
Yes, I've gotten thrown up on, I've got blood all over me.
Until you're actually in the shoes of being on a rescue squad, you don't realize what's involved, of how much work it is, like the training, like I said, giving up your spare time, or like you said, being in the middle of a dinner, or something that you were doing with your family, and that call goes out, but you know that that person needs you.
You never know when you get on scene. It could be something simple, nobody hurt. You can get on scene, it can be just a lot of ejections, people thrown out of the vehicle. Seen a lot of DOAs, and just something you have to deal with, but it comes along with helping people. So
when the tones drop and you get it and you know, the dispatch comes across with an emergency, you know, you tentatively listen, you know, and you get excited and you get anxious because you never know what it's going to be. And after 20 years, I still have that feeling when the tones drop. You know, those that are, quote, trauma junkies like myself, that like to respond to the big emergencies, it can be quite exciting for us.
It takes a special person to want to go through the classes, especially as a volunteer, to want to sit there and go through all the classes and all the paperwork and the testing and then go out and helping people. It takes a special person.
It's very rewarding to see that, you know, whether you get a thank you or not from the patient, you know that you've done your best to help them and that it's a really rewarding thing to be in.
Somebody that's capable of, first thing, knowing their skills. Second thing, being compassionate and learning how to, you know, deal with people, and teamwork. And in EMS, if you don't have teamwork, you don't have nothing.
You never know who you're going to meet. You never know what emergencies you're going to be part of. You never know how you're going to affect somebody's life. And you know, there's not a greater feeling than, you know, responding to an emergency, and after the emergency, you feel that you've made a difference. You feel that you've made a difference in somebody's life, and you see that, and you know, you get thanks for it, and they appreciate it. You know, there's no better feeling in the world.
Try it, because you don't know the feeling until you actually do it. You know, you can sit back and watch people and say, well, you know, that's something so-and-so does or whatever, but until you actually do it, you don't really know how gratifying it is to help the people.